Y'all know what it is and who it is, right? Fight Night, Dex, Four Corners Boxing, and I got the gang here with me.
So hey, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Fire, tell us about that boxing.
New York City, man, we cover it all. And then from our city to your city, if it's fight night, we in the arena. Fellas, we here at Legends covering Walsh and Sutherland's press conference, but we got a lot of hot boxing also on the way. Next month, first of the month, wake up, it's Benavidez and Morrell on pay-per-view, Las Vegas, PBC on Prime. Hell of a matchup that we've been waiting for a long time is finally here. Johnny Boy, how do you see this one? Who are you picking? Have you made up your mind? Yeah, you got to make up your mind now.
My mind's made up, but I'm leaning towards Morrell because I went to Houston and I was in their training camp and I saw how focused Morrell is, and that's why I'm going with him. I think he's going to edge David Benavidez in the later rounds.
It's going to be close. It's going to be a banger, or you just see Morrell hitting him with that Cuban style, getting him up out of there.
It's definitely going to be close because they're both in their prime. They're both fighting at at 175 pounds. So I think that David Morrell will he can get a stoppage. I'm going to step out on a limb, and I think he's going to get a stoppage in the 10th or 11th round.
Ooh, fire, fuego. Tell us about that boxing.
Well, first of all, this is a David versus David, but this could just as well be a David versus Goliath. We got the young gun in Morrell, who has minimal fights, but got the Cuban experience. And you know, with the Cubans, they have massive amateur experience. Mm-hmm. David Benavidez has been a monster and a beast for quite some time in multiple weight divisions. This is going to be a good fight because Morrell and Benavidez don't seem to like each other. So this should be for interesting fireworks inside the ring. I think that Benavidez is going to be too much for Morrell, but boxing has surprised me in the past, and it wouldn't surprise me if David Morrell can pull the upset.
So you're not sure, or you leaning towards Benavidez? It sounds like you're leaning towards Benavidez over here.
That's correct. I'm leaning towards Benavidez as my pick, but I wouldn't be surprised either way.
That's what I'm talking about. You see that, man? Benavidez and Morrell got us hyped. They got us ready for action, and on February 1st, the world will be tuned in. And those that are covering it, get ready, baby. Don't turn your cameras away. Fellas, also, New York City, Madison Square Garden, Top Rank Boxing is back with more action. They bringing Keyshawn Davis into his first championship match. Berinchyk won the title in a vacant matchup against Navarrete. He's been holding the belt hostage. Berinchyk, where are you, brother? I hope to see you on fight night. How do you see this one playing out, Johnny?
I see Keyshawn knocking him out and taking that title. I know he's really hungry. He's a very aggressive fighter, and I don't see anybody being Keyshawn right now, especially with Berinchyk right now for this particular time.
Keyshawn at the lightweight division is hot. He's calling for that Gervonta Davis. And I mean, listen, if he gets himself a strap, can you see that fight happening?
I don't know, because Tank he's playing mind games right now. He wants to retire. He wants to cancel the fight with Lamar Roach. We don't know where he's at, but I think the money will bring him back. Eventually, Turkey will get a hold of him like he's got a hold of everybody. And once he gives you that $100 million or $80 million, I think Tank will take that fight. But Keyshawn, I don't think that's a big enough name for Gervonta that he'll take if he does go into a big fight. I think for that type of money that Turkey will pay, it will have to be Shakur, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, the rematch. I think something like that. But Keyshawn, if he wins the title, he'll make some noise and he'll be knocking on the door for Tank.
February 14th, Valentine's Day, and we love boxing. So my date night is Madison Square Garden. You hear me, fire? Keyshawn is going up. Keyshawn just came off a spectacular knockout. He did big numbers back at home in Virginia. What does he do to Berinchyk, or can Berinchyk pull another upset the way he shocked us against Navarrete?
First and foremost, you say, where's Dennis Berinchyk? Well, I'm going to tell you, I think that Top Rank put Berinchyk on the shelf on purpose in order for Keyshawn Davis to get to this moment and fight for the title.
You got him on layaway?
I think they did the right thing in pathing one fighter's way, using another in order to make a superstar in Keyshawn Davis.
You got a strong point there. Can Keyshawn do what he does, man? Can Keyshawn continue to keep the hype train going and finally become champion in a short amount of time? Because he only has quite a few fights.
The question is, can his opponent stop him from doing what he continues to do in the ring? And I don't know that Berinchyk is the opponent to be able to do that. Right now, Keyshawn is on a high off of performance and also off of conversations with Tank and other fighters, and just off conversation with a guy like Tank Davis. yo, stock goes up.
You heard it here first. You hear me? We got a lot more action in New York City. We got a lot more action around the boxing world. Y'all know what it is and who it is when Fight Night X teams up with Fire and Johnny Boy. We bringing it to you live and direct.